Remember, voters recalled Governor Gray Davis in 2003 because of a car tax, whereas Newsom critics have a long list of objections: closing schools and restaurants without data to back it up, eating out while telling others not to, inmates fleecing the state for $2 billion, record homelessness, pension debt, high taxes, unaffordable housing, a moratorium on fracking, a sanctuary state, and clemency for some felons facing deportation. Recall supporters say they've collected about half the signatures needed to get on the ballot.
Watch the Democrats completely change their attitude toward signature verification when it comes to the recall petitions for Governor Gavin Newsom of California. Now, the same Democrats that were fighting tooth and nail against, they were acting outraged, like, how dare you check the signatures when it came to the November election. I mean, here they are proclaiming that the 2020 election was absolutely perfect, but how dare you check those signatures? Don't you dare verify those signatures. They're fighting tooth and nail. But when it comes to the recall of Gavin Newsom, I guarantee you they're going to have an army of lawyers going over those signatures on for recalls, the recall signatures, like with a fine-tooth comb. In fact, well, they're halfway there now. They need about just under 1.5 million signatures for the recall. But I guarantee you they're going to have to get somewhere close to at least 2 million, because the lawyers are going to go through it so thoroughly, they're going to toss out probably hundreds of thousands of signatures. And you know what? I hope that there's video of this. I really want to have video evidence showing the lawyers challenging each and every signature, just so we can see what complete hypocrites the Democrats are. And this, by the way, this recall is very significant because, well, not only is it just because California is the largest population state in the nation, but it appears that, unbelievably, Gavin Newsom is like their golden boy for possible presidential run sometime in the future. And what does that say about the Democrats when their golden boy is like a sleazebag like Gavin Newsom? I mean, even, you know, with that slick back hair, he even looks like a con man. But, oh, by the way, Gavin Newsom, you have, don't worry about your future. If you're recalled and thrown out of office, you always have a job in Hollywood. You can be typecast as a very slick, oily politician. You fit the part so perfectly, and as a hypocrite, too, you know. Oh, and by the way, one thing that in that long list of grievances against Newsom that the guy just mentioned, he forgot to mention that Gavin Newsom, he owns a winery. So while all the other wineries were shut down, guess which one was allowed to remain open? You guessed it, Gavin Newsom's winery. So anyway, this shows what hypocrites the Democrats can be. When it serves their purposes, they can both be virulently against signature verification or virulently thorough in checking each and every signature. Just complete hypocrites. And like I say, I really want to see, and I hope they have a video record of these Democrats checking thoroughly the signatures. You know, I don't mind them checking the signatures. Hey, but do you think maybe you could do that for other elections besides recall elections or recall of Democrats? I would love to see the same standards that these Democrats are going to apply to the signatures on the recall to the November elections. Well, see you guys later.